It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Expresso right here on SABC3. Now, with global consumption at an all-time high and mass wastage threatening our very way of life, it is time for a directed change. Now, helping to lead the charge are local manufacturers and creatives who are changing the way we produce and, as a result, the way in which we experience the world of things. Now, two such persons are here with us today to explain why transparency and greater accountability are two anthems we should be singing out loud and proud. Tessa Holding, Marketing Director for MUNGO, and fashion designer Daniel Sher of Good. So good to have you here. Welcome to Expresso. Tessa, I'm going to start off with you because I think the global manufacturing industry is suffering a crisis in ethics. We are a world of consumers, and when it comes to consumption, I think the people that pay the heaviest price are us and then the environment. But how are you helping to address this and bring about change?
Well, I think in many ways it's all about educating people.
Yeah.
And what we've done in Plettenberg Bay at our new mill is completely turn it on its head, open the entire production up to the public. So people can actually walk through the entire process and see the yarn and the weaving and the CMT and then the final product.
Yeah.
And through the educating of the public, people are just growing much more fascinated and about everything.
I love that
we do.
because knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Daniel, as a fashion designer yourself, I think your very survival depends on fabric, on product, on garments. But how are you helping to address ethical manufacturing within your industry?
Well, as you've mentioned, our business requires that we use natural and human resources in order to survive. So by thinking about our business very far into the future, we allow ourselves to address the issues of safety and health regulations for our staff, as well as considering our impact on the environment by learning about every stage of the manufacturing process and ensuring that we're as aware as possible about what happens from the farmer's mill right through to the final consumer to ensure that we can minimize our impact on the environment insofar as possible.
Yeah, tread lightly. Now, Tessa, I think the buzzword at the moment definitely is sustainability. We see it everywhere, we hear it everywhere, but do we truly understand the concept? Do you want to unpack what sustainability is so that our viewers at home will know what an unsustainable practice is?
So for us, sustainability would be that every single person that is in the product chain is actually reaping, their just reward for the work that they're putting in. So this would be from the farmers to our employees so that they're working in a safe and happy environment, as Daniel just said. Creating an economy in South Africa that is strong and booming. Yeah. And we just, educating people. It's a fascinating system, and I think people have become so disconnected to it. And as soon as they start experiencing what it is, it gives it so much more value.
Yeah. I think it's cool to live in the moment, but what I love about you guys is you're thinking ahead. You're thinking in terms of what's going to happen in the future, and let me rather take the kind of precautions now to make sure that we can leave a legacy for our children and look after the environment. Daniel, you have a lot of options open to you when it comes to production and all of those things, but why do you choose to be more local? Why is it so important to you?
Well, the first reason that we produce locally is because we have a family factory in Cape Town. It was started 22 years ago by my mother-in-law, and I now work in there with my wife and her. And therefore the infrastructure and the foundation for quality local manufacturing is set up, and it allows us to produce our product at a global level at a quality that we're proud of. So, that's the reason we produce locally.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing with us, and thank you for the work that you're doing. I think more and more of us need to jump onto that so that we can make sure that we tread lightly upon our environment and look fabulous at the same time. So definitely we're local. We want to thank you so much, Tessa and Daniel. This was a good session, and you can head over to our Facebook page to find out how you can be more sustainable as well.